We're from the Mothman Museum, day after the festival. So the museum also contains props from the movie Mothman Prophecies.
That same evening, over 90 miles away in Salem, West Virginia, a man named Newell Partridge has an unsettling experience.
He was watching TV. He looked out the back window. He saw what he described as red light.
This strange apparition also disappears. And after news of two similar sightings, nearly 100 miles.
And then she crashed probably the same thing.
Some of the props from the Mothman Prophecies. Blanket came in contact with Richard Greer and Deborah Messing in the motel scene from the movie Mothman Prophecies. Complete police uniform, Laura Lindley, Connie, War, Point Pleasant scenes. Talking about the Silver Bridge. Silver Bridge collapse, which is featured in the movie The Mothman Prophecies right at the end. Now, a lot of newspaper clippings from the time period, especially the bridge collapse. This article here says wherever vehicle person on the bridge was located at the moment. And then they have some of the actual pieces of the bridge. It says steel section from the Silver Bridge disaster. Alright, so I am at the Mothman Museum in Point Pleasant, West Virginia, and it is the site of the Silver Bridge collapse, 1966. It's what the movie's based on, the Mothman Prophecies. And what is the connection? It's a connection between this dude, the Mothman, and the Silver Bridge collapse. It's my understanding, right before the collapse of the Silver Bridge, this dude was sighted on the bridge. So if you want to know more about the Mothman, I do have a video out on the TNT dumps. It's an old explosive storage facility. They manufactured TNT for World War II back in the 1940s. That's where the first sightings began. Also going to have a couple more videos. One about the festival 2023, new festival 2025. If you want to learn more about those, just check them out. More about the Mothman. Check out that video, the TNT dump video, because I tell a story about the initial sightings. And here in the museum, they have a tribute to Caroline Harris. So Caroline Harris owned a diner, steakhouse here in Point Pleasant. She was well known. This place says she was like a mother to all. She's kind of like the local Mothman expert. Had a lot of stories about the Mothman. That's a cool little replica of a 1957 Chevy Bel Air. Of course, got the dude up top. Yeah, this definitely is a cool tribute to Caroline Harris. Says that she was always willing to take time to talk to people about Point Pleasant, share knowledge about the Mothman. So her diner opened 2 years after the Silver Bridge collapse. It looks like a cool spot, place I would have loved to have been able to check out. And we have the legend of the Men in Black. So these guys show up. They need to know what's going on. Reportedly always dressed in black. Hair black, shiny, perfect skin, no blemishes. Some people describe them of being with dark features, even some reports of them being translucent.
Apparition also disappears. And after news of 2 similar sightings come pouring in from across the region.
I've got to do with the story is solid because when so many people describe the same thing.
Eventually bursting forth from the seeds that were planted and were they simply groomed over centuries, or are they unique to each generation? Laughter or tears, and yes, a story can instill fear. But what if the stories that instilled it to begin with are true? A something whose very survival depends on our telling of tales.
Alright, we gotta lighten the mood just a little bit. So what is the difference between Mothman and a moth woman? Moth balls.
Collapsed in December of 1967.
Four more say they saw red-eyed, whatever.
People weren't really. But it was such a horrible tragedy that the local population was grieving and mourning the loss of family members and friends and things like that. So the attention went.
Kind of a ghost town.
The village of Point Pleasant, West Virginia, sits at the confluence of the Ohio and Kanawha rivers. It's charming.
Good, how are you?
The concert key, that's my favorite one. I do have that. Has a list of some of the sightings on the back of it. And that's the front. Of course, the Mothman has his own hot sauce. One of the things I mentioned in one of my previous videos, and I'm not sure you could really see it because it was just photographs, is that Point Pleasant, the city of Point Pleasant, is one of those places that looks like it's got trapped in time. Like, pretty much time has passed it by, all the buildings, old downtown Main Street. And one thing that Mothman did do, whether it's real or not, brought life back to this city. The Mothman, the cryptid, Point Pleasant, West Virginia. Whether you're familiar or not, I don't know. Your first time or you're a huge fan. There's something about this. Do I believe there is a Mothman? Personally, I believe they've seen something. A lot of sightings. 1966 to 1967, right before a major disaster. So many reported sightings of this creature. Then you have the Silver Bridge collapse. And reported sightings all over the world, always before a big disaster. So what do I believe? I believe they seen something. What was it? I do not know. But my wife posed this question. What if it was an angel? An angel of death.
I can hear the demons call when they do what they do, and now I feel like